Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be playing NHL 25, and today we're going to be rebuilding the St. Louis Blues. So here is our lineup. We got Robert Thomas as our first-line center, Jordan Kyrou as the right winger, and Pavel Buchnevich as our left winger. Second-line center, we've got Pius Suter, Jimmy Snuggerud, and Dylan Holloway. Third line, we've got Jake Neighbors. Hold up. That's some pretty bad line chemistry. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to change up the coaches. I'm going to fix that up, and I'm also going to throw in Logan Mailloux. Starting goaltender is probably going to be Joel Hofer in the future, especially since he has elite potential. I think he has some very high growth. Like he'll become a really good player really quick. So here we go. We got the new coach in. It's better. It's not great. It's better though. We got no minuses. I'm gonna throw Philip Broberg up on the first pairing just so he can grow as a player. Third line it's Jake Neighbors, Braden Shen, and Oliver Sundqvist. Fourth line is Alexander Tessier, Nick Bukestad, and Matthew Joseph. But yeah, I think that's going to be our lines. Now we're at the trade deadline. We're not doing too hot. 27 wins at the trade deadline isn't great. We're not going to make the playoffs. I'm not going to be a hard seller, though. I think I'm just going to trade off of a couple pieces and try and bring in some younger pieces. Hofer needs to be better. Same with Benner. I mean, I think overall the team could be better. But, let's take a look here. Luke Evangelista, I think he would be a good young piece to add to the team. Even if he doesn't re-sign, then I can trade his RFA rights and get someone better. So I think I'm going to trade off of a lower overall old guy. So someone like, I don't even know, who do we have here? Nick Bukestad, there we go. We'll trade off Nick Bukestad. He's 82 overall, 32 years old. Give him a 4th-round pick, too, and that should be enough, and it is. I think that's good for the trade deadline. I don't think we need to be making too many moves. Now we're at the end of the season. 1 game left. I'm going to send that after. Pavel Buchnevich will be our top point scorer with 20 goals and 67 points. As I would say MVP of the season, or my favorite player, Luke Evangelista had 6 points after joining. Player that I love the most would probably be Dylan Holloway. But Robert Thomas, injured for half the year. I'm probably going to turn them off in the second season. It was also really repetitive to just see injured. Oh no, you can bring him in. So I think I'm just going to stick with having injuries off. But here's the draft lottery coming up. So we select 3rd overall. And as long as he doesn't go first or second, I know exactly who I'm taking. And he's going to be our second-line center for a while, and then he's going to be our first-line center. Honestly, in my opinion, he should have gotten higher in the real draft. I'm going to go with Michael Misa. As long as he doesn't go first or second. I think Matthew Schaefer should go first overall to Pittsburgh. I think he should. I'm not saying he will, but he should, because it's an 83. Okay, he does. Stromberg, so we will get Michael Misa, and he's projected to go 3rd anyway. So, yeah. Good playmaking center. I'm probably just going to look at if there's any gems, and so now I'm going to let auto-generate the rest of the picks. There's one, but I'm not going for a goaltender. I've already got the goaltender I want for however long. Yeah. Now we're at the re-sign phase. Luke Evangelista, if you want to come back, you're going to need to take a little bit of a cut. I'm not paying you 4.2. If you take 3.5 with... I can't give you a clause. If you take that, you're staying, but I doubt it. Yeah. So I'll just put you on RFA. And, I'll trade your rights probably at the trade deadline or sometime during the season. And I'm not going to re-sign any of those guys. I'll just sign some guys in free agency. And yeah, Joel Hofer will be our starting goaltender next season. Going into free agency, what are some of the things that we need? I would say we need a winger. I'm not sure we're going to get that, though, because this is, I doubt, going to be, a Luke Evangelista is the best one there. Thomas Tatar would be okay. Jack Roslovic would be okay, but I don't think anyone here is really my type of player. They're too old. I could go for Oliver Shillington, but we don't need another defenseman, and goaltending, don't really need one either. James Reimer and Dennis Hill to be the two best. That's a bad look. That's a pretty bad draft class. But, I think I might try trading Pavel Buchnevich. Even though I did say we need a winger, we need a defenseman more. I'm going to trade for Owen Power. I'm going to try 1-for-1. Not sufficient at all. So I think I'm going to need to add like a second-round pick, maybe. I think a second-round pick will get it done. And, it's done. All right. So superstar Owen Power will be joining our defense. But I think our defense is going to be kind of goated. Now, starting out of the 25-26 season? Yes, it is. I think so. Yes, it is. I mean, expectations are a bit higher than last year. I'm hoping we can go for, nearly 40 wins. I'm not taking that. I'm not trading a defenseman for a forward. I don't think we need any more forward prowess. I think we're just going to let our young guys grow. We're just going to let them play. So, just 1 second. I'm just going to sim to the regular season. I will be... So here's the lineup. Jordan Kyrou, Robert Thomas, and Dylan Holloway. That's a pretty good lineup. Jake Neighbors on the second line. It's not a very depth team, but we're fine with that. Colton Parayko and Owen Power will be starting up in the first pairing. I'm going to put Otto Stenberg and... what's his name? I just saw his name. Jimmy Snuggerud up on the lineup because they're both young guys, and I think they both deserve to be in the lineup. I think I'm going to put Pius Suter as my third-line center, and then put Otto Stenberg up as the second-line winger. I'm going to do that. Let's see how that old/young line does. I'm going to put Jimmy Snuggerud as the third-line winger. I think that's a pretty well oiled line there. Joel Hofer up to an 85 overall from an 83. And, not much else said. Now we're at the trade deadline. Rasmus Anderson, once again, getting put up there. So we're 29, 29, and 5 at the trade deadline. That's definitely better than last year. Braden Shen, 27 goals. I love that. From a player at his age, that's very good. I wouldn't be surprised if he hit 35-plus goals this year. Dylan Holloway, pretty good year. Jake Neighbors having a very good year. Owen Power, great about you in. Hofer needs to be better, though. But he does have a pretty bad forward core in front of him. I'm not going to do that. Sure, Anders Lee is a pretty good player, but $7 million and losing one of our top prospects? No, not doing that. So, I think we're doing pretty good. If we can have a better back end of the season, I think we'll be definitely in playoff territory. Wild card, at least. But if we have kind of a mediocre back end, I doubt we make the playoffs. I think we'll be kind of a back middle type. I'm thinking 13th last. In that type of range, kind of Pittsburgh last year type of levels. I think that's going to be kind of the area that we land. But I don't see anyone else here that I think I want to trade for. I'm just going to take a quick look. Jackson Lacombe, he doesn't have that much value. That could be a pickup. And Luke Evangelista does not want to stay with the team. I haven't even and this is what I was talking about earlier. I could trade his RFA rights. 1-for-1, they won't accept that. This is just going to be making our defensive core just even more stacked. And we're going to get it done. Can I take that out? No. Can I just stick with a third then? Or a fourth and a sixth? Okay. You know what? I like that trade. I do like that trade. Let's see how we do at the end of the season. Oh, by the way, this is a voiceover, and I forgot to record the end of the season stats, but we're gonna try signing Marty Necas, and we're gonna try signing Vladimir Tarasenko. I hope at least one of them join. I'm gonna offer Vladdy like $6 million. I think that's a good range. If he accepts that, that's great. So let's see. Oh, we got Necas. We love to see it. Do we get... Oh my god. Our winger depth is going to be absolutely stacked. We got exactly what I said we needed a couple of years ago. So, we're just going to sim to next season. See how we line up. Philip Broberg accepts his offer too. We love to see it. I can't wait to see how this next season goes, but this will be the last season that we simulate in this episode, or like this is last season. Was the last season we're gonna simulate in this episode. But if we take a look at this lineup, oh, I'm excited for this. We have great depth. We got Necas, Shen, and Thomas. I think I'm gonna put Holloway up there again. But man, this is a forward core and a half. This is genuinely a forward core and a half. Yeah, I'm going to throw Neighbors up in the... Yeah, our center depth is actually cooked, too. Like, I think we go top 5 in the league this year. Like, if we can improve our right-handed defenseman, I think we're top 5 team in the league. Easily. Especially if Joel Hofer plays like a 9-10 type of save percentage season. I think we easily make top 10. Easily. Top 5, potentially. But, yeah. That's the goaltending for this year. 86 overall, Hofer. This was episode 1 of the St. Louis Blues rebuild. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye now.